Hello guys, in today's video we are going to discuss about literal declaration in Go programming language. So the agenda of today's video is what is literal and type of literal like integer literals, float point literal, imaginary literals, room literals, string type literals and boolean literals. So let's start from the point like what is literals. So in Golang or maybe other programming language as well, the literal refer to a fixed or you can say the constant value that has been hard coded directly into your program source code, which is readily understood by the compiler and turned into the correct representation at compile time. That means any hard code value in your program or you can say in your application source code that is easily understood by the compiler and it can easily convert it. So those values are called literal values. Like here we declare a variable x of integer type with value 10. So here this value 10 is called a literal value, which is now you can say it is the hard coded in our source code, so compiler can easily understand it. So actually x is not a literal, x is a variable and the value which is assigned to it is a literal value right now. So 10 is a literal value. So as we mentioned in the definition part as well, like any hard coded value in our application source code called a literal value. So let's move on to the next topic like types of literals. So basically in Go programming language the literals are divided into two parts. The basic types like number, string, boolean and are come under this part, and second one is expression type. Expression types are like constant expression come under this type. So in this video we are not going to discuss about the expression type deeply, like sometimes we use expression of constant value to declare a variable sometime. So we are not going to discuss this type deeply in this video, but we are just focusing on the basic types of literals. So let's move to the first type of literal is called integer literals. Like so a literal of integer type is known as a integer literals. So means if you are store any integer type value in our application source code, then that integer value is called integer literals. So it can be either a binary value, octal value or hexadecimal, or by default we use the decimal value. So these are the form to declare a integer literals. So in case of binary, octal and hexadecimal literals, we need to suffix it. Like in case of binary, we need to add 0b either or 0 capital B, any one of them. So either you can use 0b in small, B letter in small case, or either you can use the B letter in uppercase, or you can say the uppercase, yes. So or in case of octal number, either you can use 0 or 0O or 0 capital O for octal number. And in case of hexadecimal, just use either you can use 0x in small case or 0x in uppercase. So next is like floating point literals. So floating point literals are like as we discussed related to integer types. Integer are contain only just whole number, or they can use to represent a whole number. If you want to represent a fractional value or decimal value, and those literals are called floating point literals. So a floating point or decimal literals consist of both integer part, or you can say the fractional part, as we discussed, and it can be a hexadecimal as well as like integer. So next is imaginary literals. Imaginary literals are mainly used in the complex. You can say it is a complex data type as well, as we discussed in the previous video. So imaginary literals represent imaginary part of a complex constant, as we mentioned here. So it consists integer or float point number followed by a lowercase I letter. Like we need to mention I letter at the end of imaginary number to ensure the compiler that it is a imaginary literals. So we will discuss about those in practically as well. Let's read about those before to move in the practical part. So next that is rune literals. So as we discussed in the previous video where we discussed about the data type, like rune data type is mainly used to represent the Unicode character string in Golang. Generally in other programming has a like char data type. If you come from the C# or C++ or Java background, so there is a char data type which is used to represent the character in those languages, but here we use rune data type to represent the character. So rune literal is expression, or you can say the one or more character that are enclosed into a single quote. Like here we mention X. Here X is a rune literal, or you can say the new line character like / followed with the N. So this is also a literal. So in case of rune literals, inside the code any character may appear except new line. New line means like you can tab or you can move into the next statement or next line, multi-line, and unscaped single quote. Those are not allowed. So next type is the string literals. So any hard-coded string like hello and something, whatever you have write in your program is called string literal. Either it is obtained using the concatenation of two or more string literals. So those are already available in our source code, are called string literals. So they are further divided into two categories called raw string literals and interpreted string literal. So raw string literals are the character sequence between backquote. Backquote is the, you can say the here is mentioned in the slide. Sorry, this is called a backquote, which is come under the escape key in our system keyboard. So those are called raw string, and we can you can say split it into multiple lines as well. So second form is called interpreted string literals. Those are the character those are encoded between the double quotes are called interpreted string literals. Like here we mentioned the foo. Foo is the double quoted. We defined a foo character. Like here we use three character F and double O, which are encoded between the double quotes. So this string type of literal is called interpreted string literals. So next type is Boolean literals. So in Golang only two values are allowed for Boolean, either it is true or false. So that is quite simple. So let's move to the practical part. So in this case we are going to the web browser. Here we have already opened the playground for Golang. So if you notice, here is we use hello, comma and playground string literal. This is also called literal because this value is already means you can hard code it into our program. So here compiler can easily understand it. It is a string type. So when we execute this program, then it will print hello playground. So this is the one example of literals. If we hard code here like a number value 1 2 3, then it call a, you can say the number literal or integer literal. So these are the two general form of literal, and if we use any decimal value, then it is called, you can say the float number or floating point literal. So these are the common examples. So let's move on the next. Like in case of Boolean, you can just hard code either true or false. These are also the reserved keyword. Here we use true or false. Any of them. There is only two Boolean type of literals. So these are the basic way of declare literals. So another way is like you can declare like a variable with an predefined value. Like here we declare x variable with value 10 as given in slide as well. So this is called a, here the value 10 is called a literal value because this value is 10 is already hard coded in our program. So same pattern. So here the same pattern for all other type like integer, float and string. If we double quote it and write some name or number as well, so then it is called a string literal. So in case of rune, as we mentioned, in every anything encoded with a single quotation is called rune literals. Like if I write a, then it is called a rune literal which value has a, and if we print, then it will print its numerical value. So as per the rule, you cannot spread it on the multiple line, or you cannot use a further single quote inside it. So here is, this is also a rune literal call which is used for the new line. Okay, so now move on the string literal. As we mentioned, like anything between backtick. Anything between this backtick is called row string literal. So as we mentioned, we can split our string into the multiple line if we are using backtick, but in case of double quotation it may not work. Yeah, because double quotation doesn't allow to end your statement in two different lines. So if we execute this program right now, then it will work. Let's make it capital. It will print hello go. So these are the two different form of string literals. So now move on further type of like binary literal, as we mentioned in the video. So binary, to declare a binary literal, we need to add either 0B or 0 capital B as a prefix, and you can write any binary number like I am writing here 0100, which is the binary number. This binary number is used to represent the 4 decimal number. If we execute this program, then it will print 4 in our output window. So that is the output here. So in case of octal number, we can use either 0 as a prefix and any number between 0 to 7. We cannot use more than 7 number in from our keyboard, so we can use like 1 2 3. So it will print some different number in like it print 83, which is, and the octal form of this 83 is 0123. So next form is hexadecimal. In case of hexadecimal, we can use 0x or 0 capital X, any of them. So here we will use X. So any number, as we mentioned here 1 2 3, we can use same here. But if you observe, the output is different. So this is the way of to declare hexadecimal binary number, hexadecimal integer number. But in same manner we can declare decimal number as well, or you can say the float point number. So if we write this, then this is called a float point literal. So if we run this program, it will print 1.5. So here 1.5 is actually decimal number, and here is the binary, you can say the hexadecimal representation of 1.5. So these are the common way you can declare a literal in Golang. So here in this video we'll learn about how we can declare a literal in Golang and what are the different types of literal in Golang are available. So let's move on to one more point related to expression literal. Like expression literal we mentioned earlier as well, like we can declare any constant expression, but here just we take a sample, just you can say the rough example, like so in this case we have declared a complex number literal is act as like a expression. Here we use the plus bit to define two different value. Here 21 is the real number and 25 is the imaginary number. In case of imaginary literals we have cover both like complex number as well as imaginary literal. So here 25i is the imaginary literal because we use the small I at the end of this number. If we execute, then this program work fine and it will print this complex number. So here is the output. So here we cover the literals type in Golang. Hope it may help you somehow. Thank you guys.